In the Greenhouse All-Stars, 18 legends of the game return for one more run at the crown. They're here to rekindle old battles, find new names for themselves, and maybe, just maybe, be crowned the best player in Greenhouse history. 4 seasons have all led to this. Each week, 3 All-Stars will enter the Greenhouse, earning power in deciding who goes home each cycle. Players in the Greenhouse designate which players are vulnerable at each week's banishment. Additionally, players are able to earn seeds, the in-game currency, and the vulnerable players can use those seeds to buy their way out of precarious situations. Alliances must be forged, lies must be told, and at the end of each cycle, someone has to go home. It's the ultimate game of negotiation. Do you strike now or save your power for later? Do you rescue a valuable ally or do you hang on to your seeds? 18 enter, 1 will leave. This is the Greenhouse All-Stars. I'm back.
Oh. R.I.P. Zach.
Where's Zach?
Bring back. Bring back. Zach.
We don't
hold back. Bring back. Zach.
You want your pot empty?
Let her cook. Let her cook.
Zach 8.
Zach 8.
Zach 8-9.
All right, where
Okay,
are we?
let's go. All we got up here is a seed count and an uproot. Go. How exciting.
Go.
Right. Okay, T.
I don't love the people that just got up.
Yeah. So I know we didn't talk much last round. And I fear that it was we're starting to drift, and I don't want to do that.
I will say this.
Yeah.
I told someone before nominations that I needed to go talk with you because I felt like we've had nothing but good vibes.
I know.
But we probably haven't been checking in with each other enough.
I agree. You were not, and still are not, someone I still want to put up and vote out. Just so you know.
Yeah.
I am. A little nervous. If there's an uproot bid, I'm gonna go for it and take myself off
for sure.
I think I'm only gonna do it if somebody else does it. Unless you think I'm in more danger than that, then I might try to get it. I feel like I have Abrielle's vote. I have Lily's vote for sure. I feel like I could swing Brody's vote, and that'd be 3. So my hope is that I have the votes, but it would. If you block, I feel less comfortable. I guess I want to talk to them. And see who is maybe looking to vote for Shane or Brady.
Do you think you have the seeds to uproot?
Yeah.
I know that it sucks to do that, but I just don't want to see you go if that's something we can avoid. I'd rather not leave the chance.
Not even get there. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you have people you can call on for that.
I think I do.
Here's my thing though: is let's say you don't get uproot.
Mm-hmm.
I can assure you I'm not voting you out,
mm-hmm.
and I can assure you I'll at least. Let me not say that. I can very strongly say that I'll probably at least block one person you want me to block.
Okay.
Alright. Is
fair.
that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
When do we make a move and realize that we are the bottom 3 out of 6?
Maybe.
Not right now. Or now. Okay, basically what I'm saying.
Baby, what the fuck did I say last round?
The writing's on the wall. You're an idiot. I made a mistake last round. That being said, what are we talking about? Y'all got to fill me in because I'm behind right now.
I don't know if you know, but you're on the outs with the
Yeah, that was coming.
the trio.
Yeah, that was coming.
And we just let them stay together last round. I went to everyone and I said, "Are you all getting misted?"
That being said, if anyone
Absolutely you are. And if I have to start practicing saying "I told you so" for when I'm sitting in jury because they all kick our ass,
start rehearsing.
then I guess I'm rehearsing because what the fuck?
You're voting, right?
Mm-hmm. So who are we between? We're voting between you, Brandon, who?
And Shane.
Shane. Who's playing who? I'm missing the vote.
Brandon and Lily are like this?
Yeah.
They're not.
No.
They're not as close as you think.
And Shane is...
Shane.
We were all going to be together with Shane at some point. Got crazy. I just would ask...
Is
3
literally
votes.
working with everyone, and then he stuck his neck out for that group of 3 last round.
And
I said,
backstabbed.
they
you.
want to cut you. And then he was like, I said, I got a really bad feeling in my gut. And he was like, if you tell me I told you so in jury, then that's what you tell me. And I was like, okay, buddy.
Yeah,
And
he's starting to get.
I said, it was requested for me to put you up. Guess who requested it?
Who did it? I would hear it. Patrick, Mary, Ross. One of those 3. He's
I didn't even talk
He's
to
put-
Ross, but
he
it
put
was
me up, and he
very
told me-
much consumed.
But he said,
Mainly just because it's been like very chaotic, very.
real quick, can I give you context of seat count?
Yeah.
Brandon has 3 and Shane has 3. So if they do, one of them can afford to
How
approve.
many do you have?
I have 2. And I'm not approving. It's not worth stealing your guys' seats. I'd rather save them for Final Four when we get there. I want to start building up a little bit so I have more value. Do I want to sit and face a vote again? Not at all. I've survived 2 so far, and I really do think that I am not. I'd either put
I don't
Brody
think it's
to your
gonna be-
voter, and I just want to say,
Well, I think Ross gonna block him. No?
I begged him to block.
I think it should. Like,
So if you would be willing to
otherwise,
do that,
it's just like.
because he said your name the whole game. He said everybody's name.
Who? Shane or
He
Ross?
said everybody's name the whole game.
So who is coming after me? Let's make this abundantly clear that the 3
Realistically, I think you're not on the top of
Ross.
You are the bottom of the food chain.
Yeah. I mean, I was always going to be out of those 4.
But that being said,
And that's why I literally told everyone.
That being said, it's not too late for us.
You want to handle an easy round of.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me, I guess.
I want to play tomorrow. I want to reset. I would love a vote.
Um,
I think it
and
I think it has to be.
I don't think there will be a tie, but if there is, I break it. I think it's.
Okay, whenever we were talking, I told her who I was nominating, and I think she was just like more loyal to Lily and Jessica than you.
That makes no sense.
From your perspective,
We're from season 3.
have y'all been working together closely? Because she did not indicate to me. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I think you stay if the noms stay the same.
I think so too, but I'm gonna go drain seeds for uproot. Like drain their side seeds.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Do you know who requested it?
Requested. Oh, I have no idea what that meant.
Okay.
I'm assuming it was Brandon, because.
Okay.
But I don't know. But it wasn't. When she said that, I was like, weird time to try to like shadily displace lame. I don't know.
I feel good with us. Am I going out right now?
I don't think you would go home if Brandon was still on the block. I don't know about Brady because I don't know who Brady's working with.
How would I go home against Brady when it's like, I don't know, I feel like we have like a 5. And then Ross is about to block votes.
I would talk to Ross and make sure he blocks the right people because I don't think you'd go home in any scenario if he blocks the right people.
Hey y'all, so what are we thinking in girlies? Voting
I
squad?
was surprised by the by request.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Because when I walked in, she was like, I don't feel comfortable nominating the girls and it's boys club, so that's not happening. Pretty much my only option left, is she?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, man, that checks out. I was like, okay, then by request was not the logic that she told me. If that was like something she was just keeping to herself and then use it later. I was
Maybe the
surprised
tea
by
was
that.
it was by her request.
Requested by myself.
Yours truly.
It is really hard, but I would say maybe at this point, before having conversations with any of them, the person I'm least willing to vote is actually Brandon.
I don't really have a least, I guess, at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, most only so far because the only person that has voiced anything that is ill will toward me will be Brady since I put him up, which I don't blame him for.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? He's the only one that I really feel like if he had any power, I could totally see him returning the favor. So I'm tempted to vote for Brady. For that, for that reason. But I mean, if there's like a bigger play, I'm not that passionate about it that I would go off on my own,
Right.
like on an island.
Right.
I am gonna try and uproot to try and at least put that out there.
Okay.
I think that I've been loyal to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Do y'all need to know anything from me? If not,
Not me personally, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can. Yeah. Okay. That's all I had to say.
Okay.
Thanks, y'all.
I hear. I love your hat.
Thanks.
I want a nugget.
So, I mean, I'm, on my tour of talking to voters now. So, wondering where y'all's heads are at, if anywhere, initially. And I'm debating Uproot quickly. Was gonna try and wait to see if one of them put it up.
Said he's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel comfortable that I could outbid that. But if it comes to it, I mean, if Shane, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I mean, if it's not used and there are three of us up there,
Mhm.
I just I have talked to some of you more and some of you less than others,
Mhm.
but I have been 100% with you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's true.
Mhm.
And if you ask me a question, I answer it
Mhm.
truthfully.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to ask me for something,
Mm-hmm.
which some of you have and some of you haven't, I would likely give it to you. Do you know what I mean? I think of the three of us, I think that there's someone that has flipped on a group already. And I was telling Brody this, when Shane flipped to help with the fly trap situation, that did take us by surprise, because when we came back from the coffee house, the understanding was that coffee house group would kind of stick together at least until sun went down kind of situation. So for him to look at me and say, I don't know if any fly trap is happening, and I tell you 3 minutes later, be like, I contributed to the fly trap. I said, well, what kind of, that's why, all of the yelling aside, that's why I don't want to play with him anymore, if that makes sense. And I don't think it's good for your games. So, just going to throw that out there.
And to be, for your context from my perspective,
Yeah.
None of us in that group perceive that as a flip
Wow. Okay.
for any amount of time. So
Yes.
now it's hard to tell that
Yes.
you guys perceived that as a flip.
Oh, yeah.
We thought that was expected, and so now we are starting to hear that there was not as much loyalty as we thought.
Well, not from him.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you're saying the coffee house group thought you guys were solid coming back. He came to me as soon as you got back and was saying telling me how to protect myself, telling me what was going down.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys have talked about sort of him changing
Mm-hmm.
from a couple of the perspectives of people who are here. That
Yeah.
was not a change. That was just
It was perceived as a change.
consistent.
I mean, it was at the time because
He was just playing both sides the whole time.
He
It was
was.
never a change.
Yeah.
to the point
And
where
I-
some
and,
people, to the point
we
where,
literally,
to the point where some people were like, you would not give seats if they were doing a 5 and I'm like,
Yeah.
You guys would?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm in such a good position. I genuinely don't know why people are still so willing to work with me. I think it's a too good to be true feeling, because I really, looking at the end game, I'm just gonna start focusing now on trying to make myself look like not a threat, because I feel like I'm getting to the point where I look like a big threat, and it's making me kind of worried that people from the other side of the house are still wanting to work with me, because I think that's probably the only way that I get ousted towards the end game is people think that I have better relationships on the jury. So I am currently most loyal to Meredith and probably Jessica, but more so because I think I could beat Jessica, and I feel like she's an undyingly loyal number. I don't think Jessica would flip on me no matter what the situation. I don't think Meredith would, but I don't know for sure. I'm almost positive Jessica wouldn't. I don't know about Ross. Kind of sketchy, but if we're good with him, I don't have any ties to Brady. I don't know if maybe they might do a 3 without me. I want Brody gone. I don't want him near the end game. He's too squirmy, too gets out of situations. Ideally for me, Brandon goes home here. But obviously I have no say. I mean, if Shane goes home, He's a number for me, but it's out of my control.
Not loving this.
Is that a surprise?
Yeah.
She didn't talk to you beforehand?
No, she didn't.
I don't love that.
Yeah, and she said it was requested.
Who
But,
would request it?
I don't know, we've been working together pretty closely. Yeah, but I've told you all that multiple times.
Of course.
So, I don't know why she would have done that. I don't think she feels closer to them.
I don't even know who it's either Brady. Is it Brady, Brandon, Lily?
I don't know. Here's honest question. Am I going out this round?
I'm not voting no.
You don't vote.
I do vote.
Oh, do you? The tulip votes?
I do vote. What are you debating, like banked votes, like are you just going through all the different scenarios?
No, I'm definitely going to use seeds just to at least try and drain their seeds because I think...
If nothing else, we get seeds out of them.
Exactly. And I hope that even more so reinforces that I'm working with you guys.
But I don't think that's ever in doubt.
No, right. It's just the energy feels different.
I think that was such a surprise nomination that it kind of sucked the air out the room.
I'm fine.
Wait, wasn't that what Brady said, or you said about Brady?
Yeah.
That was not intentional. I think that I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
But she said that it was requested.
Yeah, and she won't tell me. I'm gonna go try and drain seeds.
Is there a chance that was a bluff and she just is trying to get some of the blame off herself?
No idea. But
okay. In
my mind, we have who are you gonna block? Like we have enough votes to keep me.
I would agree.
If I go out,
who are the voters?
Meredith, Jessica, Lily,
Abby,
Brody,
no, Brody, Ross,
and Ross.
Right.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna block 2 of them.
Yep.
And if Uproot gets played, so it's either gonna be 3 or 4 voters, and I'll block 2 of them.
And like Patrick wants to block our side and get bank votes and play with the bank votes. All of this isn't making sense to me.
I'd rather it not be that tight for you.
I agree, which I don't think it should be tight at all. All of this kind of doesn't make sense to me unless I'm going out here.
Okay. Meredith is keeping you. Jessica's keeping you. Lily? Keeping you.
I would assume so. I mean,
I don't think
I should be catching votes. If I catch votes,
this might be the sweep.
It should be.
But at the same time,
I'm gonna go drain their seeds regardless. I think Ross is lying to me. I think Meredith might be lying to me. I think Patrick might be lying to me. Brody seemed honest, which is weird. But like their body movement and their facial expressions just like completely changed, and like the tone and like dialect from Ross just now just felt so different than how we've been talking all game. I hope I'm wrong, but I have been towing, or not even towing the line, I've been playing with fire. I kind of put myself in a position to go all in. If they take me out here, I don't think there was anything I could have done. It was either win the game or get taken out here. I hope I'm good. All I can do is hope, and hope that the relationships and the trust that I've built stands. I'm not surprised that Abrielle did it because it was bound to collide eventually. I'm surprised that she did it so quickly without telling me after the whole game, but yeah.
So are they coming after me actively, or am I just the 4th? Because that is 2 different things.
You're not making it close to 4. It is a sooner rather than later.
Gotcha.
If you did not take immunity, I think Patrick would put you up. He didn't say that, but
To be fair, I would like to put Patrick up to
the vibe,
Yeah.
you know.
The one thing I'm concerned about is Ross has that up. I don't think Ross is as against me. Or that thing, yeah. I don't think Ross is as against me. Patrick is against me.
Patrick, I asked
So Brandon is pitching right now to Meredith. The other 3 voters. He's pitching to them, and what I caught on the way out was one of them has flipped more than the other has. And you guys know I'm a valuable asset to you guys. I I'll be thinking about Shane.
He's talking about Shane.
And I was like, I would love to talk to you guys after. And I literally, to Brandon in front of everyone, I said, I'm not going for you. I'm not campaigning against you.
Yeah.
And he's not upset. I think this can be a really easy, quick round,
And
unfortunately.
I
I
can
need
take
to
a
go find out
shower.
if I'm getting roadblocked.
Okay.
But let me,
Yeah, finish
because
that.
we were in the middle of it. Like blatantly straight up asked Patrick and said, "Are you guys at the range?"
We weren't.
No. Like Tim, Ross, Meredith.
Patrick is closer with Jessica than Ross, I think.
Oh, I know. But one of them, Patrick denied one thing. One of them said, it is, I don't think they've said the words final three, but that's what they're all thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Well, we said the words.
Well, baby, it's
Getting close.
getting kind of close,
Mhm.
and you just had a very easy round. And oh, look,
Another easy
easy
round.
round where all three of you were safe.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen me play against Meredith before, and I was having deja vu last night. I was screaming, "What are we doing?"
Patrick's the one I'm worried about the Meredith.
I don't want to.
I know, but I'm saying the first one.
No,
has to be
literally all three. Like Ross has to agree. Meredith is Meredith.
Yeah.
And Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like someone saying, "Let's go after Brody because it's Brody." Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I know it's Allstars, but like.
I think still gotta make the move.
He's gotta make the move. Otherwise, we'll be sitting our asses in jury going, oh.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I'm gonna say, I told you so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3 on uproot.
Shane has officially bid 3 seeds on uproot.
Is Ross in there? No.
On? I talked to Patrick. I sat up there. I said, at this point, it does make sense for you to throw me up. I get a seed. And looking at the other two, I feel like we're working on the trust as a group, and me getting in there and working with you guys and understanding. I also think that Shane is the easier one right now because I think it can be unanimous there. And I don't know. I feel like the steamroll is on its way.
Mm-hmm.
There's one obstacle, Brody. And after that, the steamroll's on.
Yeah, no, Russ and I talked to him, we said next opportunity.
Cool. Is there
That was
anything
really, like, we all were interested in immunity in the greenhouse. And so, yeah, of course he ended up with it, but, it's how it is. But I do think you're right. Shane has been caught. They were just talking about how, like, when he
Sorry.
flipped for the fly
I
trap,
heard that part and I didn't know where it went.
it was never a flip. Not from
He
our
was in
side.
on it. He was in on it.
No, I mean, like, they were like, oh, that's when he flipped and started working with you guys.
It's been from the start, right?
It was the whole time.
Right.
He has been talking to me since, like, I don't know about round 1 last
Can
night.
someone just bid?
3 on uproot.
Who?
Shane, I think. He did say he thought about doing that. Brandon said
3 on uproot. Cool. Is Brandon bid more?
Brandon said he probably could outbid him. So I
Like
would
to see him?
expect. Yep, Brandon's
I'm
approaching
gonna let
right
this
now.
play out. If it's another trust thing to build with you guys, I really don't feel like I need to beg you guys. I do feel like we're on the same page. I will give you my seeds, and if I can have them back, if I stay, if you vote me out, you got seeds. Okay, great move. But that being said, I feel like we're on the same page. My intuition is saying I can trust you 3.
I think you should be fine. It should be Shane.
Cool. Love it. I'm gonna go double check the other gals because they are critical.
Holly,
That's 4.
thank you. So
Long
start.
term for everyone,
Yeah.
it makes more sense that he goes than one of us.
Oh, I feel the same,
And
but I'm feeling that I'm starting to bid because it was bid on. So
Yeah.
like
I feel
I'm
the
gonna
same.
go for it,
No, yeah, those
and I'm gonna get it. And,
I
yeah.
feel like
But I'm not voting out.
Cool.
There has
This
been a
is
clear display of affection on where I stand,
Mhm.
and I stand by that. And I'm like still processing what you said and how it didn't feel like a flip to you, which is good. But I do
I mean,
for us.
we don't view that as a good thing anymore now that we're finding out. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
we thought we had him.
Yeah.
And so you guys are like, oh, it was a flip. And to me, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, he was playing us.
he was playing
Yeah.
every single person for
Yeah.
so long, and props to him for doing it. He
I was gonna
really-
say
Yeah, you
like
gotta
good
live
for
with it for a
him
long
until you get caught,
I
and
just
then
we have more game to play.
Yeah.
And we have less mistakes on the board.
Yeah.
That make us less reliable or predictable players.
Yeah.
So that being said, I fully trying to say to all people, consensus please,
Yeah.
not us. I hope you get off.
I think.
Just to be clear with you where I'm at, I have heard from other people that like you've defended me in rooms that I have not been in, and that you've been by my side, and I appreciate that so much. And so like, I'm glad you're going broke route. In any case, my vote's never for you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that so much, and I have so much respect for you and your game that like that is where I stand with you.
I swear by it, and I'm like, I know my weaknesses as a player, which like is showing right now, which is like comps, but I do know like I know people, and I like and working with good people, and like can respect a good player when I see one, and like you are that girl. So period. You know, so like I'll sing your praises anywhere.
And that's what it's coming to right now for me is that it's getting messy and people are revealing what's been going on this whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm finding out who's truly been consistent and who's been honest, and that's what matters to me.
Yeah.
And so the people who've been messy, even if they really meant to work with me, if I didn't know about it, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
And so those are the people I'm not interested in anymore.
Yeah.
So and that is not your MO and it's not mine. You were straight up, and even if we haven't worked super closely, you have supported me and you've been there in the ways that you can.
Yeah.
From whatever distance, and that's fine by me.
Yeah.
That's still the game I'm interested in playing. Those are the kind of players I want to see succeed.
Thank you.
So always.
I appreciate that. And if we make it to tomorrow, tomorrow's a new fucking day.
New day.
And let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
I personally, like my least that I want to let out is Shane.
Okay.
Brandon's campaigning for Shane to get out.
Yeah.
Lily mentioned Brady because Brady's the only person that actively like said something about her, and it was because she put him up.
Yeah.
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 And Meredith said her least likely to want to vote out is Brandon. That's what's going on.
This is so fucked because I like all three of them.
Right. And it's getting down to like
That's
the super
that
nitty-gritty.
is the game at this point.
Yeah.
Brandon bid 4 to outbid
Shane.
Shane.
Sounds like someone else might have just been.
Can
Hey, do you want us to move closer?
No.
Can you block me?
I don't know.
Can you block me?
Yeah.
I would love that, personally.
Okay.
Because I just got 3 different pitches, and I'm like, look, I don't want to make this decision.
Yeah.
And it's the last round to get blocked with bank votes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get the asset.
So I would love it if you did.
Okay.
I just haven't talked to you at all this round either. I really did not realize how behind the ball I was till 8:30. I was like, oh shit, I haven't talked.
Yeah. I don't know who I'm gonna vote for. I think that Shane I've been working with, and we've all been working with, and Shane's been good. I think Brandon is kind of coming for some people, but I like Brandon on a personal level. Brady, I also like on a personal. I just don't know. Because it's like, I kind of like you. I got all the pitches, and it's like I like these people.
Well, it sounds like the choice is going to be at 2. It just depends whoever wins down here.
That's true. Someone's getting up group. I don't think Shane's winning it. I don't think he has the numbers.
So if Brandon wins it, it'll be Shane versus Brady.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You think you'd rather keep Shane than that?
Yes.
I would like to not vote.
Okay.
Are you good with that? Are you good committing that to me?
Can I give you like a 90% and then I'll confirm before? I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's just if some crazy new information comes up.
Yeah,
It's
that's
as good
fine.
as done, but
That's fine.
I just need to make sure before if something crazy comes
No,
up.
that's fine. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say yes and then I come
And then
back to you later.
some shit happens.
Shit hits the fan and I'm like, bro, I just rather not do that. But
Yeah.
I feel very strongly that I can do that.
Okay.
Do
I
you
do
have-
need to talk with you one-on-one.
Do you have another suggestion of who we should give the other bank vote to? Think it over. Oh, you might want it?
I
Because
think
this
I
would
might
not
want
be
it.
the worst choice.
Just because like a bank vote is different, and right now I personally have no seeds, so to have at least something under my belt would
The
be
only
something.
the only other option is if we think someone's going to go against what we decide on. and we can just actively stop it because there's few enough votes now to where one missed vote makes a big difference.
It's weighing the side of giving the asset
and stealing the vote.
correct.
So
So
I think that's once we know who's up and kind of seeing where these things are lying, we can make that decision.
Okay.
So, but if we're talking off of numbers, what we're doing, and it's Shane and Brady, who would y'all rather in? Who would y'all rather not vote out?
Shane is the more sneaky player. Shane has been talking to every side of the house,
And it's known.
but he's good at it. And if I were to pick his favorite side,
That's what
I think
Brandon was
I
saying
think we
too.
are his favorite side.
Yeah.
Even though I know he's playing both sides,
Mhm.
but that's what a good player does.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a matter of I think he's a bigger threat than Brady, but I also think that Shane has been pretty loyal to me. So I don't know.
I think that too. From last round, like I can't take any more bad blood, but
I
I
know.
also think like the bank votes, like can help. Like I think this is pretty solid, and like if it needs to come into play with this, like I won't forget.
I think Shane is the most realistic pick right now. He was with us. He wasn't with us. He was with us. He wasn't with us.
Yeah.
He was working outside of us and then telling us afterwards when we were all shocked and having to scramble, but he didn't have to scramble.
Yeah.
So I would just like
Yeah.
if you do end up getting to vote, I don't know who he's blocking because I haven't talked to Ross. If you get to vote, I think Shane would be the best.
If I vote Shane, are you gonna try to come after me though because I put you up?
Girl, already forgot. And I really do think.
Like I didn't want to.
I know. And honestly, I was kind of doing it just for the moment.
Okay, I mean,
But that being said, we all still see a trio, right? And we all still know Brody is fucking crazy. If we can slide under the radar and play what they need
it's
to play,
true. Yeah.
we can still make it very far.
Yeah.
So I just want to throw, if it's Brandon up there, my perception is you guys are pretty tight, and if it's me versus Brandon, I understand. I understand the hard feelings.
Everyone's at play now.
Yeah, I think it will come down to me and Shane.
Okay.
And that being said, I really appreciate the opportunity to keep playing.
If we have an understanding that you don't have like a vendetta and that you're not, you know what I mean, if that's not really where your mind is, at least for like the next round or the next 2 rounds.
I just want to be in the next round. I want to be voting again. This is my second time in a row, third time total being nominated, and there's people who haven't sat there.
Yeah.
And so
Here's a heads up. I think Patrick is coming after me sooner rather than
Really?
later. That's what I was just told from Abigail.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I don't think she's lying to me.
Okay.
So, but I think it's he and Meredith. She heard from both he and Meredith.
That means they probably are saying I am too then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
So, not saying we need to do anything about it tonight. We're not going to.
But we're gonna have to
We
do
just-
something about it at some
We
point.
just need to be aware of it tomorrow.
I don't like that at all.
Because it's going to get close to where we need to win the challenges,
That's what it's gonna come down to.
and he is the biggest competition there. To where if he's not here, it's one less person to win the
Shane?
challenges. No,
Patrick, I agree.
but Shane too.
I wouldn't feel horrible beating Shane after here.
I know we have that Final Four with him, but Merritt's more against me.
I'm rooting against Shane. Shane's been so good for my game.
Me too.
I feel like he needs to get to day 3.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt Joe's conversation, but I do want. I mean, I know you'll probably know this, but I went ahead and did that for it because
Yeah,
I think that was the wise move.
Yeah, we figured it out.
And it's at 4. I don't think he'll do it again, but if he
No.
does, I'm ready to
I think
go.
he only had 3.
Okay.
So
So
it
yeah.
makes sense.
For the record, I think it should be him. Shane.
I've heard both of their pitches, and I'm trying to decide.
Yeah, that's what we're just talking about.
I think Shane will cause your games more stress and grief when we enter a new day tomorrow.
I think Shane is doing a very good job at having allies with everyone, except for maybe a couple people.
Until he turns on you.
That's correct.
And he's going to do it publicly.
That's correct.
And there are smarter ways to do that. Okay. Anyway,
One
that's
last
it.
touch.
Yeah.
Conversation. Then yes, have a go with Patrick.
It will be short, I promise.
I agree, Shane. Actually, here's my reason. We don't need the strong players anymore. We are the strong players. If we've been keeping the strong players because they're buffers, I don't think we need them.
So
now we need challenge wins.
The voters are now me, Brandon, Meredith, Lily,
Jessica.
Jessica.
What?
No,
Lily, block.
I'll block Jessica. Me, Brandon.
Brandon and Lily are going to vote together.
we can get Shane out.
I think you just have to. I don't want to, but Brady's not going to threaten us
No,
ever.
ever.
So that's what I think.
So
It
me,
might be me making a bad decision late at night because I'm tired.
so
Who are you blocking?
I'm probably gonna block Brody and Jessica.
Oh,
Is that not a good idea?
I think you should block Brody. But if you told him you're gonna block
You
him,
don't like giving me assets.
yeah. If you, because Jess just told me that she didn't want Brody to get blocked either. But if you told Brody you're gonna block him, it's way more suspect if you don't block him.
I might be able to get out of that, but I'm gonna have to. I need to offer it to Brody, and if he doesn't bite, I'm gonna back out of it. What I'm gonna say is, what if we need your vote to do something? Are you in? And if he says, I'd really rather my vote be blocked, and I'll say, okay, it's blocked.
Just say, maybe, but you can pitch it like, the only way that we definitely control the votes is if we have you.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's good. Also, Jess talked to me, and she said that the two people she was close to was us. Oh, yeah. So, like, just a little,
We'd love to see
a little nugget
We'd love to see
for tomorrow.
Can you do the nugget thing again?
Huh? Just a little nugget for tomorrow. So good.
What's up, dude?
I don't vote, I just break tie. I tried last round. I really did.
You put me up.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you try if you put me up?
I didn't have any option.
You're closer to Jessica and Brandon than me.
Brandon got put up by.
Or Jessica and who the fuck else? Lily?
I had already talked to Patrick. I didn't talk to Jessica. I didn't talk to Lily. I didn't talk to you.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't let us in the room.
I talked. Shane, I know that it's frustrating, but like you cannot catch an attitude with me.
I'm not
after
frustrated, and I'm not catching an attitude.
I told you last round, I said, this is a bad move. I've got a bad feeling. They're playing you. And they were. So when the four of them that I warned you about are in greenhouse with me,
Okay, I get it.
the only reason that I'm not going up is because I got third.
And you were right. And
And I
I told
was
you.
able to get a flower.
And I told her when she said that I would tell her that you were right, and you were right.
So, no, and it's not even about that. Like, I hope you realize, like, it was the four of them and me in the greenhouse. And if I wasn't third place,
But okay,
Then-
so
I would probably be on the block too.
but then you put Brady and me on, like we're both
I-
on the block.
I just put you.
No. He was
Patrick said, this is what I'm doing.
right, but
I said,
Brady is on the block, so why would you put me on the block too? That part I don't get. And again, I'm not catching an attitude.
And no, you're fine. I'm sorry if that was bitchy.
No,
I'm just exhausted. The four of them and me in greenhouse. The four of them coming at me all at once. It was very much, I got cornered and they said, this is kind of what we want, this is what we were thinking.
So
And
I feel
what am I gonna do?
not put us up.
If I don't do what they want,
Not put us up.
I'm following you out the door.
You're
I
going-
tried to save us.
I know. I hear you.
And like, because of what happened last round, because they got an easy pass and they all got power this round,
Yeah.
it probably would have been the three of us if I wasn't third place. They
But-
would have given me seats.
Yeah.
It would have been you and Brady on the
I hear you. Do you hear me? Like, because you still put me up when I don't think
Yes.
you had to.
And I'm telling you, unless I'm like, if I didn't put you up, I was following you next week.
I wouldn't have done that to you,
Or
is where I'm at.
if I had said I'm not putting up Shane, it would have been.
I would have rather it come from them than you. I wouldn't have done that to you. Because I've been protecting you and like.
Shane, I tried.
I understand you, but
I tried.
But yeah,
and
but
it's
I'm
at
not-
the point where if there's four of them in power, I'm the only one
I
left.
get it, but I'm allowed to still express.
No. You're like, that's fair. That's valid. I'm lucky it wasn't all three of us. And I tried.
So here is.
I tried.
I get you.
did. But the three of us are like, there was no way for the three of us out of this round.
I know Christian gave you the seeds. Would you give me any seeds?
He didn't give me all of them.
I know Claire gave you seeds. I know Christian gave you seeds. I know you have a lot of seeds. Would you give me seeds?
I agree with the tie, but
For upward.
I know everyone keeps saying, like, I know this person gave you seats, I know this person gave you seats. I have 4 and a banked vote. I have 4 and a banked vote.
So no. You can say no. I've been honest with you this entire game. I'm a little upset that you're not even giving me the courtesy, like the courteousness of a straight answer. Like, I understand it's a game, but like, this entire game I've been so real with you. I would just appreciate it if you could just tell me it's okay. But like, please don't be vague with me. Like, I wouldn't do this to you.
What, like I was saying, like, no, I'm not giving you a seat.
I know, but just say no. I don't, like, people are asking me how many seeds I have, or like, I know, but just say no.
I would like to call it soon.
Okay. But if it is me, good luck.
I mean, yeah, I think that's why I'm saying, like, we were fucked before this round.
Yeah.
We were fucked before.
You're right.
And I said it at Fly Trap, like, I said it last round, like, I was nervous and I don't think you guys listened to me. And
I did.
I'm not like, you were trusting your gut, I was trusting mine. Like,
Absolutely.
That
Right.
doesn't mean that I want you to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
That, like that doesn't change my priorities of you and Brady, but, like, it very much felt like I was in the back seat of that.
Yeah.
And then for me to get cornered in the greenhouse with the 4
I
of them
get
that
it.
I kept talking about, like, I hope you know I didn't just lay down and die, but I didn't have. I don't have any like
I would say good luck because he's ready to throw you under the bus. Hardcore Brady, that is.
I know.
So, where are you going from here?
That is a morning issue.
That's why I don't understand why you're not like willing to give me seeds. Like, just game wise. Like, if I'm going to jury, I need to know these answers. Like, what is your plan? But you can explain that later. That's fine. You can explain it later. If it was a tie, would you save me?
If it was a tie,
Between me and Brady?
yes, I would save you.
I know a lot of people are probably asking for a banked vote. I mean, I would like to. I feel like we've been working together and that sort of thing, but I mean, we're getting to the point where we're,
Right.
feeling the ants in the pants when one of us is in power and that sort of thing,
Yep.
So I mean, I gave you one earlier. I'm not saying that if you don't, fuck you. I'm not saying that, like, we're no longer gonna work together if you don't, but you know what I mean? Like, it would be a cool exchange to, like, solidify
I've already
that.
told 2 people that I would block them. One of them I will talk to see if they're okay with me backing out.
Okay.
And if they're okay with it, I'll block you.
Okay.
Okay?
Fair enough.
And you'll see it on camera. I promise.
Okay.
Okay?
Fair enough.
All right.
Who do you think is the more duplicitous or the bigger threat to take out right now?
Between Brady and Shane.
With a tweet, yes. Mm-hmm.
Brady's so unpredictable. Shane's an objectively better player. So I don't know which one.
Yeah.
What about you?
I feel like Shane has had all of the alliances.
Yeah.
I feel like Shane has been in all of the alliances.
Yes.
And no one can really tell what his true alliance is at all. Like, we were talking to Meredith earlier, and Meredith was like, oh, he's been with us the whole time. And we were like, really? Because he was, like, running over and telling other people what we were doing and, like, that sort of thing. Like, to the point where everyone was shocked when he contributed seeds to Fly Trap. I wasn't. I was like, no, I could totally see that for him. That would make a lot of sense for his gameplay. But other members that were, like, in the garage talking and stuff like that were, like, super, super shocked.
How close are you with
about
Brandon?
that. I would say moderately close, but we made no promises to each other. We're not like a bonded pair where we're like, top 2, baby. You know what I mean? We've left each other alone, I would say. You know what I mean?
I don't block your vote. we can get Shane out.
Okay.
If I don't block your vote, we can assure Shane gets out.
I want the block vote. Why can't we assure otherwise?
Because we don't have the time.
Brandon just came in here and said he's voting Shane out.
So that's me,
That's
Brandon.
3 out of 4.
So if you block the people who.
What bank votes
They don't have it on that side.
You sure Meredith doesn't have it?
Alright, let me talk to Meredith. I'll block you. We're all gonna vote Shane out. You ready to get Shane out?
Sure, what?
Are you ready to do it or not?
To do what?
To get Shane out.
Shane? Yeah.
Okay, we have votes.
Okay, yeah, no, I know.
So me, you, Lily, Brandon, all voting for him.
Blocking,
Brody, and
Jess.
yes. I don't love that. Trust me.
I
But
know.
me, you, Lily, Brandon. That's it. Wait, no, there's one more.
Yeah?
Let's do it. Are you good with it?
Yeah, I'm all in.
Let's do it.
Ribbit. 9, 10. Is there 10 of us left? Yeah, we're all in here.
Okay.
I call. Roll call.
Ready?
Yep.
Where's that?
Yeah.
I got it.
I'm sure
Okay,
it's
and
good.
with this, the auction has ended with Brandon purchasing Uproot for 4 seeds. Hey, Brandon, what would you like to do with it?
Oh, I'm going to use it on myself.
Okay, you can use it on yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so Brandon has been uprooted, which means our final nominees are Shane and Brady. Shane, these are returned to you.
The
And-
beef squash.
Now, our
Oh,
tulip,
this is
Ross, whose votes will you be blocking?
Jessica and Brody.
Okay, Jessica and Brody, your votes have been blocked. Let's head to the living room.
Everyone's played an amazing game. If they want to finish this race, they're gonna have to do it without me. You can go ahead and vote these. No one gets them.
Thank you.
Welcome all stars to our banishment ceremony. Before we vote, each one of our nominees will be able to stand and make their final plea for their lives.
I'll go first. I went first last
Oh,
time.
I'm sorry. Go for it.
Wow, this is crazy again! I just want to say I am up here a lot. 3 times not the charm. That being said, I feel like the longer the game goes on, the more honest I've been, and not everyone can always see that in a Greenhouse series. So, Abraham Lincoln vibes. I never tell a lie. That's the right thing, right? Abraham Lincoln.
Honestly, yeah.
George Washington.
Never. He did lie about the cherry tree. Okay, metaphor failed. I've been honest more and more and more and more, and this is crazy.
Thank you so much. And with that, Shane.
Whereas Brady has said that he's been honest more and more throughout the game, I think each of you individually I've been honest with from the start of the game, and any time that we've ever had any kind of beef, I have brought it straight to you to clear that up and try to work with you. I really want to keep playing. I really think that I could benefit a lot of games. I hope you keep me. Thanks.
Thank you. And with that being said, let's line them up and vote.
I'm sad to lose 4 seeds to get the uproot, but I am happy to see this one go. Shane, you are not honest. You are a liar. And I hope you enjoy 10th place. Bye.
I feel like I have played a great game with Shane, and it is hard that my vote will be going to him today, but I do think this is the best move for my game at this point, even if he had been 100% honest with me. Whatever it is, the time has come, and it makes me a little bit sad, but bye, Shane.
This is interesting because for a long time, Brady, not a long time, it's been like 2 hours. Brady was pretty salty when I put him up, and I really didn't plan to. It was like kind of by default, I had no other choice. And so I always thought if I got another chance to vote Brady out, I would because he's gonna come after me, but actually, we've been geeking, and I don't know, we just like each other, what can I say? I think Shane is actually a bigger threat because he's been playing all of the alliances, which like kudos really, like be in all the alliances, but like no one's his real alliance is the problem. Or if it is, like no one really knows. So that kind of unpredictability is just like, it's a liability, really. So not personal, he didn't do anything to me. But at this point, I'm more afraid of Shane than I am of you, so I get Shane.
I don't feel good about this one. I try to play loyal, and I think I've got too many allies right now, and so I've got to cut some ties. And this guy's helped me a lot in my game, so this feels like shit. But as the game player that he is, I know he'd respect it because he's playing all sides and he's beating me right now. So I gotta vote for Shane. Sorry, buddy.
Thank you so much.
All stars, let's wrap this bitch up. Hello, baby. Welcome all stars to the banishment ceremony. Well, where when I announce the results, the eliminated player will stand up and immediately exit, but do their interview with the Fallen All-Star podcast in the morning. Okay, so much. Okay, without further ado, by a vote of 4-0, Shane, you have been eliminated.
Fuck you all. You're all liars. Bad liars. I just need the confessional. I'm just kidding. In order to win my jury vote, you're gonna have to be brutally honest. Good luck. Play a great game. Have fun.
You bet, Shane.
And thanks for lying. I should have brought my inhaler because Brady's still sucking all the air out of it.
So
Anyone got a CPAP?
With that being said, we are finished for the night. Coffee
Okay.
house starting.
Hey, congrats on single digits.
Top five.
For the first time.
Jessica's 5th day of playing.